I'm Lizzy.
And I'm Izzy, and we need help.
Each week we stumble through a new book, method, or concept that brings us one step closer to being our best self.
Yes, we make fun of ourselves.
And others.
But mostly just ourselves. So here's to not taking self-help quite so seriously.
Welcome to We Need Help. I'm Lizzy.
And I'm Izzy. And this episode, we need to stop back-ass compliments.
Backhanded, I think they're called.
Back-ass, banded. Just fucking compliments that aren't really compliments.
Oh my God.
They're actually insults.
Do you get them a lot?
Yeah. And then I get stuff like, this is another one I hate, which it's not a compliment, but you look so tired. I hate that one. That one is the worst. It's not a compliment, but it's just like a sentence that no one should ever utter.
Why are you saying that, people?
Like, why are you saying it was, I mean,
why are you the narrator in my fucking movie?
Yeah. I mean, really, I was like running in this workshop on Saturday, and this one of the participants comes up, she goes, "Oh, did you not get any sleep last night?" And I said, "No," because I didn't. And she's like, "You could see it." And she was all like,
I like fuck your boyfriend in the past.
And then
what are you doing
like,
to me?
Yeah, she walked away, and I was like, "What if I just went up to her and like, have you gained a little weight?" Yeah, I could tell.
Like, and you're giving a presentation, so now you're like stressed out that you are
like
not
on
looking
stage,
fresh.
like, and I'm just like, great. Now I look like shit, and I'm in the bathroom, like, just rude.
You're like, why people feel the need to describe the water you're drowning in while you're drowning in it is like, we got to stop doing that. Like, oh, you look tired. How about, can I get you a coffee?
Yeah.
Or like, come to me with a solution if you're going to, like, I don't need somebody pointing out my problems.
Yeah.
I know them down to I am so critical on myself. I don't need somebody. Do you?
No. Like, my inner voice is already telling me stuff. So, like, and it actually happened to not be telling myself that I was tired. And then this bitch comes around, and I'm like,
maybe I am tired.
Telling me a bunch of other stuff. And then, but just add that to the mix.
You're like, yeah, she's getting an F.
So why this topic? Have you heard some backhanded compliments lately, or
I always hear them. And I always hear them to other people. Like, I hear them a lot to people that, I know you're healthy, like, when you say something like that, you're saying something positive in a very negative way.
Yeah.
Or you're making, like, you don't, like, it feels very awful when people do it to each other. And I'm witnessing it all the time. I've always seen it for what it is. It's very insecure.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about it because a lot of times I think I have a couple of people who do it to me all the time that I don't think they know they're doing it.
Okay. Can you give me, and why do you think they're doing it? That's my question. Why do you think they're doing it?
Well, a couple of different reasons is they don't know how to compliment. They don't know how to be, complimenting people is vulnerable,
it's
right?
An art. Yeah.
It's a vulnerable position. You're saying something about you has caught my eye. And so, like, that's a vulnerable position when you decide to do that. So I think we need to become better at giving compliments. And I think a lot of people have a lack of self-awareness in what comes diarrheaing out of their mouth.
Can you give me examples of compliments, backhanded compliments that you've received?
Okay, a good one is I'll show up with like a beautiful charcuterie board or something to a party.
Yeah.
And somebody will say, oh my gosh, That's amazing. It must be nice to have one child.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. That's
I
so
get,
awful.
and there's a vindictive part of me that wants to say, you know what? I did actually have two and one died. Like,
Would you please?
yeah. And
Please
I'm
next
like,
time.
I have said under the influence of alcohol, thank God abortions don't count. Just to like, you know, you don't know, why do people say that? It must be nice to have one child.
One of the worst things I've ever heard. That's
Oh,
awful.
I get it all the time.
Wow.
All the time. Also, I wouldn't understand because I homeschool.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't understand because you homeschool.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. I'm like, you can, and it's fucking hard,
Yeah. It's I
or
backhanded compliments are so bad because you almost want them just to say it to your like be rude to your face. Like
well, I
it's
mean,
just worse.
it's just like if you can't, like, it's one of those things. Uh, and like they're not. A lot of times they're not meaning to do it in a nasty way.
Yeah.
It's just the true colors are coming out accidentally.
Yeah.
I don't think, like it must be nice to be skinny. I'm like, I
It
mean,
is.
it's pretty good. I don't know. It's the whole reason like, I mean, I never considered it like, could you imagine if I walked up to somebody and said, it must be nice to be overweight?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's weird. Well, you've got it easy.
Yeah.
You've got it easy, insert for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just like, wait, that doesn't sound like a compliment. It sounds like
Yeah.
demeaning me. Whenever you come with something amazing, there is always a person that is intimidated by that,
Yeah.
like a dish or a craft or a idea or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
they spin it to make it, you have to make them feel better in a way, or that's like the
Yeah.
most docile kind of thing, is like, I could never do that. I'm like, well, I mean,
Yes, you could.
well, I don't know if you could, but like I
Yeah.
did it. So let's talk about me. Like,
Yeah.
I put in the effort, like, let's not direct compliments that you're giving to somebody back. You turn them back on yourself to me. So I now have to make you feel better. Oh, of course you could. It's not that hard to do a charcuterie board like this. Or, you know what I mean? Now I'm like stuck making you
Yeah.
feel better about your shortfalls when we're talking about something that someone else did well. I mean, I think that's really like a common thing that people
Yeah.
do, but I just want to talk about it because it feels so bad when people do it. So here's some examples of backhanded
Like, yeah,
compliments.
give me some examples.
You look great for your age.
You look great for your age. Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So gross.
Yeah.
So gross. I mean, just stop. Don't look, you look great, the end.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And if you really want to like upscale that, put in something you like about the person. You look so beautiful. I love your eye makeup. You
Yeah.
look so beautiful. I adore that top. You know, I that top looks great for something you'd get at
Yeah.
Walmart.
Or
Is
rather
not.
than, wow, you're brave for wearing that or
Oh,
something
that's on
like
my
that.
list. That is on my list.
Yeah.
I never would have guessed you were as smart as you were when I first met you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that says a lot in that little
Yeah.
loaded
So what, you thought I
compliment.
was dumb? You assumed, yeah.
I'm carrying myself like a dummy. Like, I mean, you're actually quite articulate. Articulate. I mean, always save a hillbilly accent to respond to that. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what you mean.
Oh,
Like,
what?
oh,
What's that
y'all better
word?
get, yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry, getting me some fixings up in here. I don't know. That kind of went like, I don't know where that accent kind of went, but it was good. Um, that outfit is so bold.
Yeah.
I could
You clean
never
up
pull
well.
something
You
like
clean
that
up
off.
well. That's another one. Like you normally look like crap, but
I could never pull something off like that.
there's also lots of backhanded compliments about hair. Like I could never pull off bangs.
Yeah.
When people say that, I'm like,
No, you couldn't. I've gotten, I could never pull off an outfit like that. And I'm like, you want to go like switch and try?
yeah.
Like, you want to, where are we at with this journey? What are
Yeah.
you trying to do here? I'm impressed you got the job. They must have really liked your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, so the fact that I blew the manager,
Yeah, I mean, come
that
on,
counts for
don't
nothing.
demean all the hard work I put into this. Boss's dick isn't going to suck itself.
Yeah.
Here we
Actually,
go.
it's just
I
I'm
bet
good
we're
in
going to get
bed.
criticized for that one, but
It's just I'm good in bed. That's all. Uh, you clean up so well.
yeah, you clean up well. You clean up nice.
Bad girls, bad boys, bad girls. I love how you don't care about what anybody thinks. I get that one a lot. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I actually do care about what other people think.
Yeah.
I'm fairly insecure. Like, yeah. You're so brave to post that photo. You should see the ones I send in DMs. Oh, we're all over. We're getting raked across the
Yeah.
internet.
You
I
look
wish
better
I
in
had the.
person. You look better in person. I hate that
Oh,
one.
that's a
That one's
good
the
one.
worst one for me.
That's a good one. Like you're
You
just
look
not
better in
photogenic,
person.
maybe.
I got one. Wait, it was recent. It was something about me looking. Oh, yeah, this one because this is great because
Okay.
I've started a new role and like they sent out like an introduction to me with my picture. And then I was in the office and this girl came up to me. She's like, "Hi." She reached out her hand. I said, "I'm Isabella." She goes, "Oh, you look different in your picture." And that was it.
Not better, not
Not
worse.
better, not this. It was just different. And I was like,
Wow.
what does that mean?
Yeah, that wasn't a compliment.
Yeah.
That was not a compliment. But I mean, it was like, do we have to say our like observe, outwardly observe?
Yeah, like I look
Stop.
different in my picture. How, like,
Yeah. Wow, that's a big nose you got on your face.
yeah, I get this one a lot because I do a lot of like online presentations. I always get, I thought you'd be taller.
Well, I'm representing the Lollipop Guild.
Yeah.
So
What do you mean?
my favorite is my mother-in-law. Well, I know you have to have the best of everything.
Oh, I love when people make you feel bad about having money or,
Or I know you have to have the best of
having good
everything.
taste.
I chose your child, you
Yeah.
piece of shit. So not true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess I should have said if I were really quick, I'd have been like, well, I mean, not when it comes to in-laws, but whatever. They've turned out to be wonderful. But that was back in the early days where she had nothing but back ass compliments for me.
Yeah.
Oh, so, so bad. Like, so bad.
What kind of compliments do you like? What are some good ones? Let's give people examples of good, because we're given loads of examples of backhanded ones, but what are some good ones?
So when I used to train and develop salespeople, and we used this, like a selling with integrity style, you know, and basically people do warm up to compliments that are 100% authentic.
Yeah.
So I think if you can find something if you really feel the need to connect at a compliments level, like if you can't, like if you're just, you want to give a compliment, that's your love language, then find something that's authentically good about the person that you truly believe, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong with an authentic, true compliment that has nothing to do with you. Like, okay, like, I love your hair. I love just the way it flows. I think it's beautiful. It's sexy the way you flow it, like you throw it over. That's something I love about you, Iza. I just love your hair. And that doesn't, and then stop it. Like, don't say
Yeah.
anything more.
Yeah.
If you give a compliment that is like for self-preservation, or or for to gain access to somebody, it's just gonna always come out wrong,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 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 If it's yeah.
It's just um so the reason people do backhanded compliments is they're insecure and jealous, or jealous
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form. My bigness is making you feel small,
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
My charcuterie board is making
My
you feel
charcuterie
small.
board is making you feel like a bad mom, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Like, if you find yourself, I think, being around someone that makes you feel bad for being good, just try to be better.
Yeah.
That's a knee jerk to just be like. So I'll go over to, I like to use Lena as an example, because I'll go over to her house and she has the same kind of goals and style as I do, a little bit. Like, we have a slightly different, but
Yeah.
like, she entertains the way I do. And when I see something that she does that she likes, I don't think she is out to get me. I just basically steal the idea for myself for
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll say, I love the way that you have that out there laid out. I'm going to use that the next party I have. And
Yeah.
that's the best compliment I could give her, because I really truly love it.
Yeah. What is that saying? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Yeah.
Is that what they say?
I think. Yeah.
People do use it for passive aggressive, when they're passive aggressive. They're upset or envious, but want to avoid open conflict. And that is a lot of
Yeah.
why this happens. Like, I have noticed, I've used it for that, in that way. It's like a sarcastic compliment is,
Yeah.
it's pretty nasty. But they use it for power and control, especially common with narcissist, manipulative personalities. We just talked about this.
We just had an episode on that.
They undermine your confidence. Obviously, they're trying to do that. Nothing like that lady in your class. She may have been a narcissist, or you could have slept with her boyfriend and you didn't know it in the last 20 years.
Or yeah. Caught me off guard because she's usually very sweet. So I was wondering if she just like word vomited, like, or if she meant it as, a dig. So sometimes you do it by mistake.
You do, and sometimes you just think they look tired,
Yeah.
and you want to connect.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need Botox. Have you thought of that?
Yeah, I do. I do.
lack of social awareness. Those are the people, like my one friend that always gives me, like, she constantly says how easy and wonderful Scarlett is. So I have no problems.
Yeah.
Without even acknowledging that I have been a huge part in molding Scarlett and, making her
Yeah.
comfortable to be that person. I mean, like I didn't choose it. I wasn't mindful with every single parenting decision. We always call Scarlett a social, Jason and my social experiment, but we are thinking of every little thing.
Yeah.
We're
It
really
didn't just
trying
happen.
hard.
Yeah.
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 Not sending her to school is not because I'm like that chill.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
because I chose it and I make sacrifices every day to have her 24/7, which
Yeah.
isn't easy, but
Yeah.
I do get a lot of that. You wouldn't understand. Actually, I would. I was in seventh grade myself, and I saw what awful things happen at school. That's why I chose not to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I had an ex he had, I know you're not supposed to say Asperger's now, but that's what he had.
well, it's better than what my sister and I were calling. We were so fucked up. We were calling it the good autism, not appreciated, not
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah.
We've changed that.
Yeah. Now it's called neurodivergent, whatever. He was on the spectrum, and he didn't have that social awareness of what was rude and what wasn't. And I remember the first time I met his friends, we decided to have like a dinner party. And I cooked like a goose. Like, it was like crazy. I mean, I went all out. His friends came over. I was like queen entertainer, was telling Joe, like, they just loved me. And they were leaving. And they, turned to him and they said, "We love Isabella. She's so great." And he goes, "Yeah, I just wish she was a little taller." It was so
I wish she was
funny
a baller. I wish she was.
because he just didn't like, and they were just like, but I
Okay.
didn't take it personally because I knew like he was on the spectrum, but it was just the funniest thing. So some people are on the spectrum, so we have to forgive those.
I do, and my dad's kind of one of those. He'll like
Your dad is-
my dad does the weirdest compliments, and he means them in the best way.
Yeah.
Like, he'll say, wow, like you're really developing a figure. And I'm like, that is not right. It's weird.
Yeah.
Say disgusting, weird things. But I mean, he's trying his best. He's so like, he can say some really awkward things. Like, we would be out and about and everyone would say, "Oh my God, you have the most beautiful daughters." And he would say, "Why, thank you. And all of their mothers are also beautiful."
I love your dad. I love that.
I know. I know. Why is he so funny?
It's so funny. And I think,
So funny.
oh, now all these like weird backhanded compliments are coming to my brain, like making an observation without following it up by a compliment, like, "Oh, you cut your hair."
You have to say something else,
Like,
people.
you got to follow up with that. You can't just leave it there.
Stop narrating without like supporting.
Yeah. "Oh, I see you got a new outfit." Like, that's like, stop.
And
Yeah.
there's a couple of different ways to respond. The polite deflector. If they give you like, you actually did really well on that project, you can politely deflect. "Thanks. I always deliver quality work." Try
Yeah.
to deliver quality. You just deflect it like it didn't matter. The calm mirror. "You're so brave to wear that. What makes it brave to you?" Call them straight out on the mat.
I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do that
Yeah.
one.
"What makes you think I'm tired?" You might get the bags under your eyes,
Yeah.
or something. Be careful with that one. The neutral reframe. You look great today, not your usual self. Thanks. I try to keep things interesting.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. It's also a passive aggressive response.
Well, they kind of deserve it.
But yeah, but you don't, I mean, it depends on who it is too.
Yeah.
You're actually smarter than I thought. This is the direct call out. That's a strange thing to say. Were you expecting otherwise? What were you expecting?
Yeah.
And you might get the truth, which is they were expecting you to be a dumbass.
I
But
always
you
just
have to
say
be prepared.
thank you for whatever they say. Just a big, with a big shit-eating grin.
Here's the witty comeback. You clean up so well. Thanks. You should see what I'm trying. You can always do like humor too. Like
Yeah,
you
I
look
like the
great.
humor
Like
one.
you clean up so well, and just be like, I haven't showered in 5 days. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? This is me. You could just not respond at all and smile and walk away. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I just always say thank you, and that's
Yeah.
it.
You don't like look them up and down and mean girl them.
Sometimes I do. Side eye 'em.
Ew, side eye. Just feel like, or do like a chuckle, like look them up and down and then go, and then walk away. Like,
That's the worst. Oh, that's the best.
yeah, that's where it's at right there.
That
They'll
is,
be thinking about that until they're 85 years old on their
yeah, they're gonna
deathbed.
like see that look and just like seize.
They're gonna crumble to the ground.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, this was a good, like, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say except for, like, think about how a compliment is going to land on somebody.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just feels so, like, it feels like it is, like you're insecure or you're, whatever it is. It feels like either you're trying to say something nasty, you're socially retarded. That's another word we're supposed to say.
Yeah.
Socially divergent.
Socially.
I think that's a thing.
It is. It's now it is.
Socially divergent. Write that down and put it on a
I'm
hat.
writing
That's
it down
good
right
because
now. It's good.
it's so good. I know so many socially divergent people. It's like hilarious. You know, just be better at compliments, people. Practice. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, try to get unique in your compliments.
Find something really authentically that you like or shut your mouth.
And stop making observations.
Keep
Also,
your
it was
pie
a
hole
bad weekend
closed.
for me in compliments, but my friend, he said, do you have longer eyelashes? He just asked me that question, and I was like, yes. And then he's like, oh. Also, I was like, stop making those observations.
Yeah,
Follow
the
it up with a
narrators.
compliment. You can't just observe.
You can't be a
My
narrator.
tip. That's my tip.
What are
You
you,
have to say,
John
oh, they look really
McEnroe?
good, or say nothing at all.
Yeah, if you see a new outfit or a new shirt or new haircut and you don't like it, just don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
Unless it's your sister and be like, what's up with the haircuts?
Yeah, it's hideous.
My sister will be like, what are you doing? That's what she's always getting. Like, we were at Hobby Lobby, and this is one of my favorite Chuck Norris stories. We're at Hobby Lobby. I was having a really great looks day. Chuck Norris was having a really shitty looks day. And the lady behind the counter who was trying to be nice was like making conversation. And we're like, oh, we're sisters. They're like, whoa, okay. Who's the older one? Or who's the oldest? And I'm 18 months older. And the lady goes into this like shock and awe that I'm the older one and how much older Katie looks. But my favorite is Chuck Norris went in, she basically like said everything that I get done. Well, she has eyelashes done. She has this, she has that, she has this. I mean, she went into me. So I was like, I was just standing there, like accepting all the blows because she felt attacked by this Hobby Lobby lady.
Yeah.
And then she like just called me out for anything I've ever had done. If I had a fucking peel, she brought it up.
She's like, and she had a chemical peel in 96.
yeah. And this is like, she's using this, she's got this, she's got that, she's teeth whitener. I'm like, Katie. And then we walked out of there. I didn't say anything to her because like I was hurt for her. Also, this is codependent sistering. I was hurt for her. I closed the door. Scarlett goes, what was up with that? I was like, Aunt Kate at a very small moment. It was so funny. I wish I could do it. I wish I could do it every day. Like the feeling of standing there, understanding that like it wasn't at all about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And watching the exchange happen, it was like, it was surreal. It was so good. But yeah, Chuck Norris called me out in public for anything I've ever had done.
She's not a natural beauty. She's not.
She's not natural. This is not natural. She is faking it. She's lying.
Oh yeah, Steel Magnolias. There is no such thing as natural beauty.
You remember that, or we're all out of a job. I mean, I could go head to head with the Steel Magnolias. Oh my God.
Well, I love you.
I love you too, and happy complimenting.
Yay.
Love you. See you next Tuesday. God damn it, why won't my heart work? Thank you so much for joining us this week on We Need Help, the podcast.
Make sure to like, subscribe, like again, our YouTube channel, our Instagram, follow us wherever you can. It really, really helps us out and ensures that you won't miss any future episodes. So, yep, thanks to you, we can keep going.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.